Okay, no problem. Have you done some practice on the training server or not?
Mr. Birham, I'll be honest with you. I haven't done it, but this morning I was doing something. I tried to do the material. I used 368 and I did an HP Elite book.
Okay.
But when I continued to save it, what was the issue?
Uh-huh.
I I I didn't save it anymore because I couldn't go to, I was on sales organization one, but I couldn't save and continue to sales organization two because I had to put some tax classification somewhere.
Okay, no problem. No problem. We will see. Basically, sister, what happens basically, I have told you that how this you can say sales or and distribution. This is primarily your module, and they also basically currently call it lead to cash also. So, what is
Mhm.
this cycle? Okay, it starts from, you can say, the creation of the inquiry. These are the, you can say, the pre-sales document which are created. That is VA11. Then further it goes on to quotation. You can say uh, maintain quotation. Okay, I will explain you, no problem. Its T code is basically VA21. Let me please wait for a moment. Okay. Then it goes to basically creation. Sometimes it go to the creation of contract. I will explain it. VA41 T code. And then comes the basically create a sales order. And we have different type of sales order. We will see material sales order, service sales order, like that. And its T code is VA01. Then comes the VL01N. This is create outbound delivery. And then comes the create, you can say, billing document for the customer, or that is the invoice. That is VF01. Okay, first of all, I will explain that what is inquiry. I will explain further on. You should remember this complete cycle and how it, you can say, takes on the progress. What is inquiry? Sometimes sales order is created in isolation. These are, you can say, this is the sale order. This hold the central or the pivotal position. These all are the pre-sales document. That inquiry is, you can say, sales order is created in isolation also. Okay, let me see scenarios for sales order. How? Basically, how it happens that sometimes you can say that sale order is created in isolation.
Mhm.
Sorry, sales order in isolation. Sometimes with, you can say, reference to inquiry. Sometimes with, you can say, reference to quotation. Sometimes with reference to, you can say, contract. Okay, how it happens? I will explain it furthermore. No problem. Quotation, and it is with reference to contract. Okay, first of all, I will explain that how all this happens. Inquiry. Okay, inquiry is a, you can say, it is a document. It is a document. You can say already prepared. Uh, yes, prepared by the, you can say, the vendor. Yes, let me frame it. It is the document which is already prepared by the vendor for customer, mentioning, you can say, the material description, price, along with you can say the availability. And this is, you can say, for example, sometimes what happens, a customer is going to call you and he is going to ask for the availability of certain document via mail or via telephone. In that
Mhm.
case, an inquiry is always prepared there, which mentions the material description, complete its price. Basically, you can say the its pricing procedure complete, you can say, is over there, and the material description along with the, you can say, price, material description and pricing procedure along with the availability of the material or the sales product. Okay. So this is inquiry. This is already prepared and you provide it to the basically customer. Okay. What is basically create quotation? Okay, quotation. In case, for example, uh, wait for a moment. In case customer has sent you RFQ. What is RFQ? Basically, RFQ is request for quotation. Means he has sent you a request to quote the price of a certain material. Okay.
Mhm.
Thus, vendor is going to maintain quotation and will provide desired information. Okay. Mentioning, you can say, the price of sale product oblique material along with price. Basically, what customer has asked, he has asked and he has requested you to basically quote the price of a certain material. Okay. In that particular case, you are going to maintain a quotation. And if that quotation is approved by the customer, then what you are going to do, you are going to create the sales order with reference to quotation. Okay. In this case, you can say then in inquiry, furthermore, you are going to create sales order with reference to inquiry. And in this case, what happens over there? Once that quotation has been approved by the customer, once quotation approved by, sorry, by the customer, vendor is going to create sales order with reference, REF we can write with reference to quotation. I hope understanding something.
Yes.
If if you are having any doubt, you may please ask. So these are the scenarios which I am explaining along with the, you can say, basically sales and distribution or lead to cash cycle also. Okay. This I am explaining. Okay. Contract. I will explain it. Okay. Contract. What is contract basically? Sometimes customer desires, okay, sometimes customer desires to have a purchasing contract with vendor, mentioning what details will be mentioned in the contract, mentioning material description, pricing procedure along with the quantity of item, item, and then there will be validity date. Validity date is very must, basically, that when it is going to start and when it is going to finish. Validity, you can say date. Okay, that for how long this contract is, basically you can say it is, you can say, a long term business documents, okay, in which it is mentioned valid from and valid to. It's a long term, you can say, business document, okay, between the vendor and the customer. Okay, what happens basically now, for example, if you have gone for the contractual obligation for provision of, you can say, 10 laptops to the customer. Okay, what will happen? Where the validity date is for the 3 months starting from the 2nd of February, and it is going to finish, you can say, by 2nd of, you can say, February, March, April, May. Okay, maybe on a particular date on 15 February, he will desire that he wants two laptops. He want to purchase two laptops. He will send you the purchase order for the two laptops. And in response, you are going to create the sales order with reference to contract, but you will only mention as a sale product quantity, two laptops. Understood? Okay. I will further, sometimes customer desire to have purchasing contract with vendor mentioning material description, pricing procedure, quantity of item and validity date. It's a long-term business document. Contract, you can say, basically it is created by the customer, and you can say it is sent by the customer, and both the vendor and customer mutually agrees, and then within SAP system you also enter all the details of the contract, and then accordingly, as and when the customer desires the particular quantity of the sale product, you are going to create the sales order with reference to this contract. But maybe it will be, maybe there are 10 laptops, and on different dates within that particular period of 3 months, if customer sends you 10 purchase order, you are going to basically create 10 sales order with reference to this contract. Maybe first you can say sale order with reference to contract on 5th of February, second one on 15th of February, third one on 20th, then 28th February, and its validity date is till, you can say, 2nd of May. It is for 3 months. And then further on, 2 or 3 sales order in April, and you can say till 2nd of May, you can say its validity is going to occur, and it stands or it holds good. Understood something? Okay. This is basically cycle and how this sales order is created with reference to inquiry, with reference to quotation, and with reference to contract also. Okay.
So, Mr. Biram,
Yes, yes.
let's say I have a contract with someone, and then now he comes back and says that, oh, I know that I requested for 100 laptops, but now I need only 50. I
Yes.
can just go back and edit it, right? And change the sales order.
For example, if you have gone for the contractual obligation with a customer for the provision of the 100 laptops, and now you want to amend the contract with 15 laptops. Yes, it can be amended. It can be amended. Once basically both the parties agreed upon, then it can be amended.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, then comes the sales order. Okay. What is the sales order? You can say the above mentioned inquiry, it is a pre-sale document. Before, you can say sales order is the final legal document to sell your product. It is pre-sales document. Okay, quotation is also pre-sales document. Always remember. Okay.
Okay.
So contract is pre-sales document. Okay.
Pre-sale.
Now you come over the basically here. Now comes the sales order. Now, sister, can you explain that what is basically sale order?
Sales order is the document that is proof to show that an order, a sale is taking place between the customer and the vendor.
Finally created against the purchase, yes, purchase order offered by the customer, in which you in which you basically sell your finished product. Okay.
Okay.
In simple words, it is there basically, and mentioning the the material description, pricing procedure. Okay, the customers, you can say you can say his uh, overall reference or customer number, sale to party,
Mhm.
sorry, sold to party and shipped to party and other things. Okay, what is mentioned in the sale order? First of all, you will mention basically customer, you can say number. Okay, sorry, customer. Okay, then basically purchase order reference of customer.
Mhm.
Then basically material number and description. Okay, along with, you can say, your sales organization, your distribution channel, and then is division.
Mhm.
Okay, sales, whole of the enterprise structure, sales office, sales, yes, sales group. Okay, then the plant also, then basically whole of the pricing procedure. So all these things are basically mentioned in the your sales order. Okay, wait for a moment. Okay, then comes the outbound delivery. Okay, if you see in this whole of the cycle, we have discussed the inquiry, then the quotation, then the contract, then the sales order. Now it's outbound delivery. What is outbound delivery? Yes, please. Can you?
Mr. Prem, you are
Ye-
asking me.
yes, yes, yes. Any rough
Um,
idea? Any rough idea?
Outbound, when we say outbound, something that is going out externally. So
Very,
maybe
very good.
outbound is delivering to the customer.
Yes, very good, very good. It's the basically, you can say, the document. Wait for a moment. Let me finish it. It is the document in which you mention, you can say, material is going to be picked from which particular storage location of sales plant, and shipment oblique movement of sale product commences towards the customer. Means
Mhm.
it is picked up from your inventory, in which that sales material is over there or sale product is over there, and it mentions
Mhm.
from which plant, which quantity, and which storage location, and you move the material towards the customer. Okay,
Mhm.
along with delivery note in which all the details are written. Okay, have you got some idea, sister?
Yeah.
Okay.
So much.
Then comes your basically billing document, or you can say invoice. Okay, what is billing document? This is sent basically along with the, you can say, outbound delivery document. And what is billing document? It constitutes, you can say, the
Billing address,
price of the sale
product.
product against which customer is supposed to do the payment, and you can say amount is received in accounts receivable in finance department. Okay. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
This is basically finally billing document, and here you can say this is the termination point of your complete, you can say the this lead to cash or sales and distribution cycle. Inquiry, quotation, contract, sales order, outbound delivery, and you're creating a billing or the invoice. Okay. And scenarios I have painted that sales order in some of the companies, and sometimes you create basically sale order with reference to inquiry, quotation, contract, or in isolation. Inquiry, it gives you a description of overall material, its availability, pricing procedure. Quotation, it is, you can say, prepared in response to the request for quotation. I will just tell you in manuscript form or in short form by the customer. Contract, sometimes you go for the contractual obligation for some of the material and you create the sales order with reference to contract. Sale order, it is the finally legal document covering all the details like customer, purchase order reference, material number, description, quantity, sales organization, distribution channel, division, sale office, sale group, sales plant, and complete pricing procedure. Outbound delivery, it is basically a document in which it mentions that which material in which quantity picked up from which sales plant and which basically you can say sales organization, and you done basically in this case PGI is done. PGI is post goods issuance from inventory. Okay. Now, today what we are going to do basically, we can create a sales order, and from there we will do the outbound delivery also, and basically we will see that how it is picked up from the inventory, and we will create the, you can see the billing document or the invoice also. Okay. Okay. To see the availability of material, there is a T code basically, you can say overall, you can say stock overview. Primarily, you can say this is most commonly you will come across this, you can say transaction, and this is stock overview. MMBE, stock overview of the, you can say, material. Okay, now we can go over to the system and I will show you all of the details. Okay, just I am opening the my training server,
Okay.
and we have created other day, we have created a material that was your, you can say, vehicle screen. Okay, now I have told you, you can enter here MMBE. What is MMBE? Stock overview, to have a look of your stock that under particular plant and particular story location, how much stock we are having. So we were using Hamza plant HZ01, and search for a material as per you can say the Hamza plan. Open the search class and go over to the sales material by description. From here, there are lot many you can say options to search a material. You will go sales material by description. And here our sales organization is HR01. Okay, please enter your sales organization and all the sales material which have been created against this sales plant or sales organization. These are over here. So this was our material which we have created about 3 days or 4 days back. Okay, from here, you will go over to the right bottom corner where executional radio button is over there. Click over this tab and now you can see here. This is your material number. This is your material description. This is FERT is your material type in German language. Basically, it is the finished product. Okay. And here you can see base unit of measure is each. Okay, now come down. Okay, company code is 1000, which is affiliated with the Hamza sales plant. Okay, and Hamza plant code is HZ01. And finished good story location, it's basically you can say the code is SL01. And here we have got the quantity 3. Okay, understood?
Yes, Mr. Behram.
Okay, now what we are going to do, we will create a sales order. I have told you that if you will move from one transaction to another transaction, you will always type /n VA01. But if you go over to straight away, you can say here is your sales order. But if you go from the basic navigational screen, which is the first screen which is open, instead of writing /n, you can simply write VA01. Okay, here we are on the first screen of the sales order. Okay, order type, standard sales order type is there are certain documents type that is OR.
Or?
OR, I will show you.
Okay.
Yes, I will show you here. It is a standard order. Okay, enter your sales organization. Your sales organization is HR01, Hassan Sales Organization. Okay, now what you can do, you can go over to the continue and here sales order is in front of you. I have told you what we are going to mention in the sales order. First of all, sold to party and shipped to party means here you are going to enter the customer number. Okay, customer details. Okay, go over to the sold to party and here customer per sales group. Our you can say sales organization is HR01. So start the customer, search the customer which has been created against this you can say sales organization, and we have created William Smith about 3 or 4 days back, where you can see here it is the distribution channel is HR, DV is division HR, sales office HR01 and sales group is HR0. Do you remember we have created this customer?
Yes, William Smith. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now enter the basically customer number over here. And now it is asking for the customer purchase order reference or purchase order document reference. You can write it down purchase order number 009. And when you have got this purchase order, you have got this purchase order, for example, you say on 1st of February. Okay, payment terms, that how basically you desire that customer should pay you. He must payable immediately due net means upfront payment, or there are certain payment terms which are visible over there. If he is going to basically pay you within first 14 days, you are going to give him 2% cash discount on the gross amount. And if starting from 15 days till 30th day of the month, if he is going to pay you, he has to do the full payment. Okay, we can check the payment term 0001, that is payment immediately due net. Okay, Incoterms. What is Incoterm? International commercial terms. These are basically some of the instruction that customer desires that basically that sale product should be delivered at his location. Okay, and you can enter, for example, Berlin.
Okay.
and freight is determined and continue. Okay, now
Mm.
what you can do, you can go over here this is you can say overall, this is your header overview, and this is your you can say item overview. Header overview
Mm.
means mentioning all the details regarding the customer, and basically item overview means mentioning all the details regarding the material. Okay, go over to the material and search for the material, sales material by description, by sales organization HR01, and you enter vehicle screen quantity 1. Okay, how much quantity we are going to sell it to the customer William Smith, that is quantity 1. You can say item description already picked up over here. 932 is your material number, and line item 10 is primarily your serial number. Normally serial number is 1, 2, 3, but in SAP standard system, it is 10, 20, 30 with the gap of you can say 10 numbers in numerical you can say distance. Okay, go right. And from here, you can enter your plant. Our plant is HZ01. Okay. Now press enter from your keyboard and go over, select this line item 10. And here you can see a currency icon is over there. Go over there and you can see basically this is the pricing procedure where it is written net price is 100, order currency is euro, and everything is visible over here. Okay, now what you can do, go back and all the details are there. First of all, we will start with the, you can say, the simple creation of the sales order and item category 10. This is in standard with certain codes, which is already there, and it is done in backend configuration and has been done in standard backend configuration of SAP, that its sale will be as a normal sales procedure. It is a standard item that after this, basically, you can say outbound delivery will be created. Now, ma'am, you please remember we were having in stock 3 quantity and 1 quantity we are going to sell, and later on we will say that what is the stock overview over there. Now go over to the more, edit and check for any incompletion logs or error within this sales order. It is saying your sales order is complete. Okay. Now what you can do basically, now you can create the outbound delivery from here also. Go over to the deliver, click it, and you will fall over to the outbound delivery document. First of all, this is planned good issuance and actual good issuance date. You should basically enter the today date over here. Now delivered quantity, that is 1. And here you are going pick quantity, you are going to enter 1. And from which plant, that is HZ01, and which storage location you have seen in the stock overview, that was SL01. Means
Mhm.
this is the code finished good storage location. Okay, after doing, go over to the PGI post good issuance and do it. And your this outbound delivery document has been created. Now please go over to the MMBE stock overview and check the stock of this material. Material number was 932, plant was HZ01, and now you will see you will have only 2 quantity because 1 quantity you have picked up for the delivery, or you can say for the shipment to the customer. Okay. Now change sales order T code is VA02. Go over to the VA02. This is our sales order number automatically generated within SAP system. And here is your, you can say, this is your sales order. Here you go over to the display document flow
Mhm.
and you will see this is sales order number and outbound delivery. It is in process. Picking request, it has been picked, and good issuance delivery document has been created, which is known as basically which is done in the MIGO. If you want to see any of the document, what you are going to do, double click on this document. If you want to see the outbound delivery document, select it and go over to the display document. You will be able to see outbound delivery document, which we have done just now. Postcode issuance we have done over here. And this is the automatically good issuance, you can say, document. This has been created in the MIGO. MIGO is basically, which is the, you can say, material in goods out. From here, stock, all the movements of the stock take place. Now go over to the display document and you will see which movement type has taken place over there. This was quantity 1 and 601. Basically, these are the movement types number accordingly which from the inventory, basically the movements of the materials, they take place. And this is the overall, you can say, your material document in which all the movements of the stock take place and goods issuance against the outbound delivery. Okay, go back and you can see the sales order. And now what you are going to do, you are going to create basically a billing document with reference to this sales document. Go over to the billing and here is in front of you. So this is normally done by the finance person. Billing type you have to select, and that you have to select FX. Okay, FS is billing for the external transaction. Select the billing type and execute it. You can see at the right bottom corner a tab. And now your billing document has been created. It is going to be sent across to the customer, mentioning all the, you can say, overall pricing procedure, quantity, and material description. Now you can save it. Now here you can say basically, now go over to the VA03, yeah, display sales order. And now what you can do, you can go over there. And if you want to see how many connected documents have been created with reference to sales order, that's why SAP is known as basically highly integrated, that all the it gives you record of all the documents. Go over to the billing external transaction and select the line item and display document, and you will see the billing document over here, which has been created just now. So no problem, don't worry. We will repeat this process again and again. Okay. Less than
Okay.
less than 1 minute is left. And I will request that please find out some times to do this practice, which we have done just now. Basically, we have created the sales order, you can say. Then we have done the outbound delivery. And then we have created the invoice.
Okay.
Okay. And please watch the video carefully and slowly, and see you tomorrow then.
Okay, see you tomorrow, Mr. Biram. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye. Bye bye.